Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Angelic Aura. It's your girl Angel, and I'm here with another video about why spiritual maintenance is so important. Okay, so if you're into spirituality, or if you're not into spirituality, but you're definitely starting your self-love journey and you just want to know how to protect your energy and how to maintain a balanced level of serenity without life, a balanced level of peace in life, then this video is for you. Okay, we're going to get into the nitty-gritty about why spiritual maintenance is so important and what is some ways you can do to keep your spiritual maintenance up. So let's get into the video. Okay, so the first thing you want to know about spiritual maintenance is why do we do it in the first place? Okay, so spiritual maintenance is basically us creating a healthy foundation with ourselves, a healthy foundation that looks like something of self-care of the sorts, getting to shadow work, and just creating a healthy foundation and a healthy relationship with ourselves. That's the whole purpose of spiritual maintenance and why we do it in the first place. So spiritual maintenance is a result of dealing with spiritual attacks and the effects of them. So if you don't know what spiritual attacks are basically people or entities and other spirits, the spirits of other people, sending you the evil eye, wishing harm on you, wishing bad luck on you, just preying on your downfall. People's other energy giving off fear, wanting you to be fearful of your success, or giving you thoughts of self-doubt and confusion and stuff like that. So that's the harmful effects of spiritual attacks. And so this is why we want to maintain our spiritual upkeep. We want to keep our spiritual maintenance at an all-time high, so that way we can avoid the effects of spiritual attacks and getting into our day-to-day routine and making us falling off, making us feel stagnant and stuff like that. Those are the effects of spiritual attacks. So when you are maintaining your spiritual upkeep, you are maintaining a relationship with God, the universe, or spirit, whatever you want to call it. You are maintaining your relationship with your spirit team, with the spirit realm, your protectors, your angels, your spirit guides. Okay, these are the entities that are here to protect you. Okay, these are the entities who are here to bless you, keep you covered, keep you safe. So you want to make sure that a good way to maintain your relationship with God, the universal spirit, is to by continuously giving your gratitude. If you're into altars, you can create an altar for your spirit guides or your ancestors or your angels and give offerings to your spirit team. And, always know that they are there to help you. And, it's always good to acknowledge them in their presence, because they're always with you 24/7. You're never alone. They don't want you to feel alone. Okay, so creating and maintaining a relationship with your spirit team in the highest form of source is a great way to keep your spiritual maintenance up there. Okay. So another reason why you should be maintaining your spiritual maintenance is because your ego can become the enemy. Okay, so when people say love thy enemy, well, when it comes to spirituality or shadow work or just whatever the case may be, you need to learn how to love thy ego. Okay, because sometimes, like I said, the ego can be the biggest source of your problems. Okay, so the ego is the flesh. The ego is the part of you that you don't want to acknowledge, the lack of accountability, your anxiety, your just the parts of you that are toxic. Okay, so definitely loving the parts of those, embracing them, acknowledging them. And when I say embrace and acknowledge and love them, that doesn't mean that you have to keep doing and staying in that energy. Just like I said, embrace, acknowledge, love, and then let it go. Okay, these are the parts of you. This is your old self. This is the you that, you've been brought up to be. Okay. But we're learning to let go of that and create a different foundation with spiritual maintenance. So in order to keep that spiritual maintenance, you want to keep your ego in check. Okay. Is your ego, do you have a healthy ego? Okay. Do you have a healthy relationship with your ego? Are you constantly comparing yourself to other people on social media? Are you only doing what you're doing for the money and the likes, for the validation, for the external validation? Or are you doing it because your soul and your heart is truly in it? Okay, you want to make sure that your ego is in check and you're not being superficial with your spiritual practice. Okay, so yeah. So another part of spirituality is understanding your enemies. Okay, so now these people could be your family, they could be friends, they could be co-workers, okay, community, neighbors, whatever. It don't matter, okay? The enemy has a different face every day. Okay, so you want to make sure that you understand the purpose of your enemy, because your enemy does have a purpose in this world, in your journey, and it is to trigger you. It is to trigger your growth and trigger your elevation to become your highest self. Okay, so although the enemy, the people who want to see you down bad, although they're not the best people in the world, they're not your favorite. We get it. They don't have to be. But understand that what they're doing is not out of, I'm trying to find the right words to describe it. What they're doing is not out of, vain. Well, it probably is out of vain. But it's only because they don't love themselves. So they don't have a healthy relationship with themselves. So in order to understand them, you have to understand that they are you. Okay, they are basically reflecting your ego and they're projecting their own insecurities onto you. So the only way to get out of that cycle and to, elevate and maintain spiritual maintenance is to change your reaction, change how you respond to these people. That's the only way you're going to grow, and the only way that you are going to get out of the cycle and, keep your energy, protect your energy and your peace, is if you change the way you respond to these people and understand and comprehend that they're not in a good place with themselves right now. Okay, so show them some grace and keep it moving. Okay. And another thing, be mindful of your surroundings. Be mindful, that saying, hear no evil, see no evil, and speak no evil, which is true. That's how you can maintain your spiritual maintenance. Okay, when you aren't listening to negative gossip, aren't listening, or you're not gossiping yourself, or you're not seeing things that are just negative, just things that aren't in alignment with yourself, and you'll know what it is if it comes up. Okay, if it's something like that, just ask yourself, is this in alignment with who I'm trying to be? Is this something that makes me feel good about myself? Is this something that makes me make me feel proud about who I am and who I'm trying to become? And if it's not, on to the next. Okay. Okay, and so last we have personal power. And that personal power comes from doing shadow work. That personal power comes from going through the shadow, going through that hurt and that pain and that trauma. When you go through all of that trauma and that negativity and the things that you've been through, the things that you've been brought up in, when you go through that and you heal that, because healing hurts and healing can be painful, but when you go through that, that's how you gain your personal power, and you gain that willpower, and you gain self-control and that discipline, and you gain love for yourself, because although you could have given up, you chose to keep going, and you chose to give yourself grace and compassion for all the things you went through. You chose to forgive yourself. Okay, and so that is how you maintain your spiritual maintenance. It's doing shadow work, staying away from negativity, okay, responding positively to negativity, okay, and being mindful of your relationship with the universe, or whatever you decide to call it. Okay, so if you have any questions, if you want to add some comments to this, if you want to know more about spirituality, feel free to like and subscribe to my channel. I will be available for readings, and you can follow me on Instagram and DM me, or you can comment below your questions. So I hope to see you guys soon, and make sure you come back for the next video. Peace. Love you.